It's very important. You know, the doctors that I've had growing up and the history of things, all of them know I'm not diabetic. Everybody knows that my father was a really tall man. They know my mother was a really tall woman. Basic information. All the Jewish and Catholic doctors of family history, you know, very important. These Germans tried to fabricate diabetes on me as their way of trying to steal my penis. Those people need to get arrested. These people damaged my teeth, and they made up diabetes shit with their dehydration attempts of murder, of them burning the mouth and teeth. These people tried to steal my penis to try to call me another person's child, or another family child of some other family that came from a poor lifestyle. That is attempted murder. They're still hitting me in the throat. Nobody in my family's ever been diabetic. I need sugars for blood production, of course. Most people do. But these communists have tried to play this game of terrorizing Americans in their ways of trying to steal penises by fabricating diabetes on men with big penises. And their activities of their people trying to fabricate ways of crippling other people by locking on to parts of their bodies with satellites and shackling a person with a satellite and causing injury to those body parts. They just clamp down on the mouth. Another $500 trillion lawsuit, you fucking piece of shit. You better show up in court. I'm gonna fuck up your face and your goddamn mouth, motherfucker. Show up, I'm gonna put firecrackers inside your fucking mouth. Burn your mouth with a fucking blowtorch. You think you have a right? And you know that motherfucker always says, see, doesn't that sound hostile? Did you just do that to me? It says, don't ever fucking touch me, or they can put you on trial for the death penalty. They just clamp down again. Do you think that you're the status of this country, man? You know, every time I've had to bitch and complain about these people, that motherfucker will communicate, oh, they want that on the record. Well, we want it on the record what you've been doing to me with satellites, motherfucker. We're going to see who has the highest card in this court case. You've tried to murder Americans to steal land in America as you illegally immigrated your illegal Germans and other conspirators of your race of Germans. You better show up in court, motherfucker. This is America. You don't own this fucking country. There ain't no goddamn German in the fucking world that would ever own this fucking country, or any Middle Eastern person either. You better show up in court, you fucking terrorist. You don't have any right trying to claim you thought you owned America and thought you were the law of America. This country's been an English-speaking country the whole time. And there's other variable languages that people speak in this country. But the national language is English. And European. So who the fuck are you, German man? Who the fuck are you to claim that you are diagnosing other races for your ways of murdering them and mutilating and crippling and downgrading people's anatomies in America? Who the fuck are you, you Middle Eastern Germans and you fucking terrorists, whatever races you are? Who the fuck are you to come into this country and to downgrade Americans? Go back to the fucking country you came from. You have no right trying to put your health analysis on other races. I'm not your race. I'm not your religion. And my doctor that knows me knows I'm 100% healthy, even though you have injured parts of my anatomy. There is legal right to put you on trial for what you have done. And it is attempts of murder, you fucking dirty motherfucker. You tried to call me crazy? We need a write-up on what you thought crazy was, motherfucker. You're trying to steal my mother and father's estates. You tried to steal my sperm and my genetics as your way of making illegal children to try to tie yourself into my mother and father's estates. World Protocol is a prenup. Royal Protocol is a prenup document. It's a prenup document in reference to every person and any person. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever, never obligated to anybody. You better show up in court, government freak. The Royal Protocol of my identity is in the media 24 hours a day, and it's been there since the day I was born. Every time you fabricate something about health, and you claim that you thought you were smarter than me, you thought you would torture and shock and taser a person and you try to call them crazy? We need your medical credentials, government man, because we're going to put you to death for your industry of death crimes in America. And if anybody hasn't looked at the Industry of Death Museum website or the Industry of Death Museum videos about genocide of illegals that came into this country and they had tried to murder off Americans and prominent people of citizenships or prominent people of wealth or fame and fortune history or accomplishments. Look at that Industry of Death Museum. Look how look it on the website, look it on the Industry of Death videos on YouTube. These terrorists thought they would manipulate the American people and fabricate shit on them to murder them off. You need to show up in court. You better show up in court. Royal Protocol, my identity is in the media 24 hours a day. Every time your people tried to make evaluations in this country, that you and your German race tried to evaluate Americans, your medical industry crimes and your industry of death people need to get put on trial for treason and for the death penalty for your crimes in America. Show up in court, motherfuckers.